Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So this year's annual feature update, Windows 11 26H2, is starting to shape up fast in the Insider program. And I thought in this video just to take a look at the main Start menu taskbar and Windows search improvements that are going to be rolling out with version 26H2. Some of these I have covered previously in different videos and previous videos, but I thought to focus on those three key areas for the purpose of this video. And that's because, as I've posted previously, throughout the 2026 development cycle this year, Microsoft has been paying attention to adding long requested customization options back into the OS. Now, something just to take note of before we start. I just need to clarify that while these changes are expected to appear in version 26H2, Microsoft will continue to introduce new improvements through regular monthly updates. So the changes for the Start menu, taskbar, and search are also expected to roll out for version 25H2. This could even happen before they become available for version 26H2. So just take that into consideration. And I'll leave a playlist here in the end screen if you'd like to get your hands on some other videos. I've got 10 or so videos I have posted on 26H2 if you'd like some more information. Now for today's video, we're going to take a look at a couple of screenshots from the folks over at Windows Central. I'll leave the article in the description, where with Windows 11 version 26H2, Microsoft is finally restoring a movable taskbar, where you can now position the taskbar at the top, bottom, left, right edge of this display. And something else to take note of regarding the movable taskbar is that the OS now will automatically adjust the interface based on the selected taskbar position. So as an example, when the taskbar is placed at the top of the screen, the Start menu and search interface open downward from the top edge, which I do think is nice. Then next up, you'll also be able to change the taskbar position from settings, personalization, taskbar behaviors, as we can see, bottom, top, left, right. And Microsoft will also include a live preview of each layout before you apply the changes. And you'll also be able to change the taskbar size. So you'll have default and then small as far as I'm understanding it. And if we have a look at the next image provided, you'll also notice in regards to the taskbar that Microsoft is going to increase the search box by 4 pixels, which I have posted on previously. So basically making the search box taller. And getting back to the smaller taskbar, is when using the smaller taskbar, it will also make the icons smaller. And the option to make icons smaller at the bottom of the page will be disabled. Okay, so that's important to take note of. Then focusing on Start menu improvements, where Microsoft is introducing several changes that will give you more control over how the Start menu looks and behaves. Now, rather than forcing a layout based on your display size, Windows 11 will include different size options that you can select yourself. You still won't be able to drag the edges to resize the menu or switch to a full screen layout like Windows 10, but having preset sizes obviously is a welcome change. And then Microsoft is also adding more ways to customize the Start menu. So you can now choose whether the pinned, recent, or all sections appear, making it easier to hide the parts you don't use. And recent was previously recommended, as we have spoken about. And Microsoft is also separating file recommendations from system recommendations. So as a result, you'll be able to turn off recommended content in the Start menu without affecting recent files or jump lists elsewhere on the desktop, such as on the taskbar and in the File Explorer, which I think is a nice move. And this is just a quick look at the different Start menu sizes. Automatic default, small and large. And here we can see at the bottom that Microsoft is also adding a privacy feature for the Start menu, where there's a new setting that will hide your user account name and profile picture while sharing a screen, helping prevent personal or work-related information from appearing during meetings, presentations, or live streams, which I also think is a move in the right direction. Then focusing on taskbar search and search changes. Windows Search is also going to be receiving a big update, with Microsoft focusing on a cleaner interface, as we can see, more relevant results and greater user control. And one of the most noticeable changes is a redesigned search homepage. So instead of displaying trending topics, promotional content, and other distractions like it currently is, the search now centers on your recent searches, which will make it easier to jump back into previous queries while reducing visual clutter. And next up, Microsoft is also going to be changing how Windows Search displays results. So when a web result is the best match, Search now puts the answer front and center instead of prioritizing products or sponsored content. And if you do prefer local search, Windows 11 will now include separate options to turn off web results and Microsoft Store suggestions, allowing you to tailor the experience to your preferences, which I do think is a good move. And Microsoft has also updated the ranking system to prioritize local content. So as an example, app settings and files now appear ahead of web and Microsoft Store results when they are the most relevant match, making it faster to find content stored on your computer. And Microsoft has also enhanced search accuracy by improving support for misspelled queries, missing or extra letters, and partial words. And over and above all of that, Windows Search can now find local files using as little as 2 characters and does a better job at identifying matching cloud and connected files when they're the most relevant result. So guys, that's just a brief overview at some of the most important Start menu, Taskbar, and Windows Search improvements that are going to be rolling out with Windows 11 version 26H2. And just remember that we may see some of these, if not all, with 25H2 just before 26H2 does roll out, as I mentioned at the start of this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.